Kim, good to see you. Big news about Social Security. The COLA jumps 3.2% for 2024, but Medicare Part B jumps 5.9%. So the COLA, the cost of living adjustment, reflects another year of high inflation. But we now know again we'll be paying almost 6% more for Medicare Part B. So does this mean that we'll see a smaller Social Security check in January?
So that's a misconception. A lot of people
Mhm.
think that if that Part B is higher increase than the cost of living adjustment, that they will see a smaller check. But for most people across the board, that is not the case. You're still going to see a slight bump up because that smaller cost of living adjustment is on your monthly benefit, which is generally a much larger amount. So if you're someone that has a very small Social Security amount, then yes, the potential is there. But for most of the people out there, that's not going to be the case.
Okay, that's good news then. I think a lot of people are wondering though if this COLA should affect when we claim those benefits.
So I would say not necessarily. For most people, it's going to boil down to a cash flow situation. And yes, the longer you wait, potentially that bigger COLA is going to affect your overall benefit and the amount of money that you received. But for a lot of people, if Social Security is your main source of income in retirement, you're going to want to wait as long as possible to claim that benefit so that you have that nice monthly check coming in. But for most people, it shouldn't really interplay on the decision.
Okay. So, as we mentioned, 2024 Medicare Part B will now be $174.70. That is up 5.9%. And this premium usually comes straight out of your Social Security check. So, explain how this works, please.
Yes. So if you are on Medicare but not on Social Security, obviously you're writing that check, you're paying for that Medicare Part B out of your checkbook every month. But once you go onto Social Security, that Medicare Part B starts being deducted out of your Social Security check. So for most people out there, they're not writing a premium check each month. It's just being deducted directly from your Social Security benefit.
Okay. 75% of people 50 plus worry that Social Security will run out in their lifetime. Does this COLA increase affect the program's insolvency?
I mean, technically, you could say yes. Whenever you're doling out more money of Social Security, it's going to affect the solvency of that trust fund. But what we tell people is that you have to just be prepared for changes ahead. Now,
Mm.
do we think personally that Social Security is going anywhere? No, I've been trained specifically on this area. And the gentleman who trained me worked for the Social Security Administration for 30 years. And he said that he feels strongly Social Security is not going anywhere. Now,
Mhm.
for me, does that mean that my full retirement age might be adjusted further in the future? I think it will. Does that mean that we might be able to expect more taxes come down the line to fund Social Security? I think it will. So those kind of changes, I think we need to plan for and part of your overall plan.
Right. Well, if somebody wants to talk through those potential changes, Kim, what's the best way to get a hold of you?
Best way to get a hold of us is to go out to our website. All of our information is there, www.young-wm.com, and there will be a multitude of ways that you can reach out to us.
Perfect. Kim, thank you.
Thanks.